What up, what up, what up, Meet Up family? How y'all doing today?
What's good, y'all? I am your girl, Simply Sorrel.
And I am Mr. 14, and
this is the Meet Up.
Thank y'all, as usual, for meeting up with us this Sunday, this happy Sunday, as I call it. Some of y'all call it other things, Resurrection Day, and
happy Easter to all of you who celebrate it. Happy Sunday to those of you who don't.
Happy Sunday, as usual. The Meet Up, we're all inclusive, so always join us. Yeah. Before we get into anything, there's a wedding that I hosted yesterday.
You did host a wedding. Tell us about it. What happened? What happened? I heard something.
I
heard something about you.
The little joint right here, sis made for her wedding. Alicia Brown, Creative Edible. She's always on the show. You already know who she is. Hit her up. Congratulations, sis. I said Alicia Brown. My apologies, Alicia Johnson. Alicia Johnson. That was the bell for you. That was a fake wedding bell, but we got it for you. But sis, at this wedding,
what happened?
I hosted it first, which was different for me. I'm not used to that, so it was fun.
Congratulations!
I made sure that shit was lit. Yeah, I made sure that thing was turned up.
Tapping into something you don't normally do. Congratulations on that.
Right. I looked good. I had a good date with me, so everything was popping.
Mm-hmm.
But little late drinks, some libations were given. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Let's say older lady. I don't know how old she was, but I would say at least 60.
Okay.
In the middle of the floor. She was having a good time just dancing. So, I went up and danced with her a little bit, but I didn't expect what was next. Like, she actually put her butt on my knee, and bent over. I expect her to maybe get close and have a good time. She was, grinding. I was like, and the pants I had
on. You weren't ready for it?
Sis, the pants I kind of had on was, joggers. I ain't never seen these pants before. They was like slacks, but they had a drawstring like joggers instead of a belt. I was like, all right, these is cool, but I forgot they was gray. Now she didn't get my dick hard or nothing, so that didn't matter. But I'm like, yo, you can't do that because my dicky is there. It is there.
So he wasn't ready, y'all. He wasn't ready for her.
So I gave her one of these. I gave her a little tap on the hip. Back in the day, nigga done dancing. You get a tap all right, since I'm done. I was like, sis, what the fuck?
He let the 60-year-old put it on him, y'all.
She did. I was not ready. I don't even remember what song was playing. She put both of her hands up. So when a woman put both of her hands up, they about to do something nasty.
I gotta go watch this video. Y'all see the video? I gotta go watch this video, y'all.
It's out there. It's out there.
Man.
Untagged it. Look at my Facebook page, Thomas Johnson. You already know.
Yeah, man. We got this comedy show coming up at the band show.
Not a comedy show. Like a band show. The band show, just a talent show.
Oh, yeah. The comedy show is on the 1st. Yes, your comedy show. Matter of fact, that's what I want to say. Your comedy show on May 1st.
Comedy May 1st. Yep. May 1st. Bringing DC talent Dwayne Watts to the city.
Sold out.
Big backyard comedy show. Sold out within 5 days. I was actually surprised. Sold out within 5 days. So I was impressed. I actually had a third of the tickets sold. Literally, a third of the tickets sold before I posted the flyer. People didn't know the location, the price, the date, or anything, and they already buying tickets. So
that's dope.
I appreciate y'all love. It's definitely respect. I'm not gonna let y'all down this summer, Harrisburg, the city, the nation, whoever's watching. I'm not letting y'all down. I'm gonna make sure I do shit live. I went in my bag a little bit, so also got something planned for June 5th. My birthday's June 3rd. I turned 41, but I had a 40th planned last year.
Woo!
It got ruined due to COVID, so I'm gonna do a 40th reboot.
I'm gonna do a
reboot, so I got some big talent coming for that. So
I'm excited. I'm excited for both of them. I'm very proud of you, man. Stepping out, doing your thing. I'm excited. I'm very proud of you, man.
It's fun. But May 2nd was what you meant to say. The band share.
I was excited because it's
I'm ready for that. May 2nd is gonna be super dope.
I'm excited.
We're hosting, what is it, just a musical showcase.
717 showcase. 717 at the band shell in Reservoir Park, y'all.
That joint gonna be lit. That
May 2nd. We are hosting it. The Meet Up. Meet us there.
Meet us there. We're gonna be hosting that joint. May 2nd. We got DJ P-Tie on the Wheels of Steel. The niggas even call it still the Wheels of Steel. P-Tie, you there? Did they call it the Wheels of Steel, bro?
DJs in my age group, yeah.
We don't know what the fuck to call the Wheels of Steel, but we got DJ P-Tie there. We got
on the ones and twos.
The ones and twos.
There we go.
I don't know what the fuck they call it.
Bring it back a little bit. On the ones and twos, DJ P-Tie. So make sure you guys check us out.
That's May 2nd.
Okay.
1 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. We got plenty of talent from the city. We also got Stoop G's, a dope hip hop artist from the city, who will also be performing at my show the night before.
Oh,
they were ready for that. I ain't even announced that. Actually, I'm announcing right now. Yeah, I got Stoop G's performing at the comedy show. So I'm not just offering a comedy show. I'm offering a fucking show. A fucking show is what you call it.
Dope.
And somebody said, "Where you went last night after you come to the show?" I went to a fucking show.
A show.
That's the response you give them.
So it's too late to get a ticket for the show. But you get one for the next show in June, right?
June 5th. Hit me up.
But make sure you guys tap in with us on May 2nd.
May 2nd, yeah. Hit us up for any hosting gigs. I don't care if it's May 2nd. I don't care what day it is. Hit us up for any hosting gigs. We at what's the John? What's our we supposed to know this shit going into it. What's our email? The meetup
broadcast at outlook.com. I knew it. I just didn't know what you
we wanted to say it at the same time, and we wanted to show up on the screen as we said it.
It worked out.
It did. Mm-hmm. It did.
All right, y'all. So we need some product. We got a lot of people. We got a lot of people in the city who make a lot of things. A lot of creative people in our city, y'all. And we want to promote you. So hit us. We need your product. We want to promote your product for you. Hit us. It's all about. It's not about us. It's about all of us. So we want to promote you. We want to give you a spotlight. So make sure you hit that inbox.
Y'all got product. And speaking of product, y'all got food. We are hungry. I be high as shit, so I need to eat something. Like, y'all got food, hit us up.
Yes, food as well.
We got a Taste It Live segment today. We got Chevy's Kitchen. I cannot wait for that segment. She been popping in the city. Like, every time I go up and down my Facebook, Chevy's Kitchen said, "Thanks, sis. Thanks, sis." That's what they said. "Thanks, sis. Yes, bitch." They saying the yes, bitch. I'm like, that food is good.
Must be good, huh?
So I was like, I gotta get that, sis. You know what I mean?
I'm excited.
Well, you got some things coming up.
I don't got nothing, y'all. I'm excited about that Chevy's Kitchen, though.
What you got May 1st?
What's May 1st?
So we're going to be my voice for May 1st, guys. Make sure y'all come peep. Suprel and me, my comedians. Again, we got Dwayne Watts. We got some other big things coming. The meetup's working on some other things as well.
Absolutely. We are expanding. Stay tuned. You'll definitely
be seeing our faces not only here, but also in the community out doing things. So keep a lookout, because we about that shit right now. We trying to... We put it on for the city.
We put it on for my city.
That's what we do.
All right, but we going to
hit up this product we got coming up.
What we got today? I'm excited.
Crown King Beard Care. Now, things are still in production, so the labels are still being printed. However, I put some of that shit on my beard when I was at the wedding yesterday, right?
How'd it go?
She was smelling my beard. She wasn't even smelling my body. I had some Versace on. I was smelling good.
That's probably why the lady came and danced with you. It was the beard.
Sis said, "What's that beard hitting for, young man? What's that beard hitting for, young man?" But it is Crown King Beard Care. Yes, by Brandy Moore. Hit her up. Her Instagram information is running at the bottom of the screen. It smells amazing. I don't know how to open the box. I should have opened it before the show. And she also gives you the comb, which is necessary for the beard. Also some scissors for the beard. Make sure your shit and you ain't got the little strands hanging for no damn reason, because niggas don't be caring sometimes. And also a little travel case along with it. Now, with that is a large sample. Now I'm gonna let Sorrel smell it. Y'all can't smell it, but let me smell it. Let y'all know what's here before. She know how a nigga's supposed to smell.
I won't put my nose on. That do got a nice scent.
You like a nigga beard smelling like that?
I would like my nigga beard smelling like this. It definitely smells very it's not too strong of a man smell, but it's that fresh man smell. And
this will be in the giveaway. Like I said earlier, we did a wedding yesterday, so we got a keyword of the day to enter the giveaway. Keyword, guess what it is?
Wedding. So when you hear us from this moment forward saying the keyword,
I ain't singing that shit. What? You said sing the keyword.
I did not say sing. When you hear us say it, anytime from here forward, you can inbox us with your name and get entered onto our spinny wheel.
No, it's the Wheel of Blessings. What's the real name for that motherfucker? The Wheel of Blessings.
I said it on purpose.
Spinny wheel pops though. Y'all know that shit was hidden. But hit us up. You already know what the keyword is. The keyword is wedding. Hit us up. The first 10 people that enter the keyword into the meetups inbox will go on to spinny wheel, the Wheel of Blessings, for the raffle at the end. We are entering the Crown King Beard Care. Hit Brandy up again. Crown King Beard Care, Crown King _Beard Care on Instagram.
And ladies, you can still enter too. Maybe you got a little friend or somebody you want to bless with a little product. Get his beard smelling good.
Comb it out, trim it up.
It smells real good though.
And speaking of which, our first guest of the day is Miss Brandon Moore.
Hello.
Hi.
This is the owner of this lovely product that we have, and we're going to give away.
Yes. How are you today?
Good. How are you?
We're well. Thank you so much for joining us. Now,
Having me.
you're welcome. Thank you. But before we get into your product, we want to talk to you about something else that we know about you. And you are one of the only African-American females trauma techs at Hershey Hospital.
Yeah.
That deserves an applause.
Yes,
we
that's
applaud
dope.
you for that.
Now, again, we mentioned that you're a trauma tech there. Now, talk to us about the experience and like what you go through, like your day to day. What do you do as a trauma tech? Tell us. We want to know. Because you be telling me, yeah, we want to
know. Well, basically, patient care. That's like the number one thing. As far as traumas, anywhere between gunshots, car accidents, anything, like I'm right there. Besides like stocking and stuff like that, it's basically like you're working with patients and you're just working directly under a doctor and a registered nurse.
So when the ambulance comes in, you're the person that they see. So you're the first person that they see?
Yep, and I unload like helicopters and everything like that.
So tell us, how does that take a toll on you? Being that first responder and seeing all that comes with that.
Take on you, because I do see a lot. You see a lot of deaths, especially during like COVID, and that's going through like you see a lot of that. But basically, it's like it all depends on like how you handle like your stress. I like to meditate. I do yoga here and there. Spend time with my kids and family. So I think the most important thing when you do work in this type of field, you have to talk about it and get things off of your chest. But usually when you work in the ER, like we're like a big family. We're always there for each other. So I cope with it.
Now you mentioned a little bit about COVID. Now, like how has that hit for you working in a hospital? Like how has not only just the impact been, but like how have the numbers been? Like how do you deal with COVID at the hospital?
Truthfully, I kind of see like our numbers going down a little. In the beginning, we see like maybe 20 positive patients just during like my 12-hour shift. So I do see like a little bit of difference, but I mean, the most important thing is to basically wash your hands, wear a mask, and I don't know how long we're going to be in this mess, but dealing with it.
Yeah, I'm absolutely ready for it to be over as well. I applaud you. That's a whew, I couldn't imagine myself doing that. I couldn't, but I much respect to you for doing that. She is a first responder, the only African American one at nighttime. One of the only ones.
That's dope. The only one at night, I think. Yeah.
At nighttime, right?
Keep it up.
Yeah.
Give you a round of applause about that. Yeah. Now, shit, you do all this taking care of other people. What do you do to take care of your damn self?
Me time.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing I have, basically. But, I mean, you know, so.
What does your me time consist of?
Watching TV or.
I'm going to have a drink.
Yeah. Relaxing, having a drink.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's speaking.
Okay. Do you do any extra stuff? Do you take those rose petal baths or get your nails done or something like that? Because I know that's a lot to put up with on a day-to-day basis. Like.
Yep. Cures, manicures, like anything, just to like take a little break. So.
A little break from it.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You answer the questions. Just go ahead. Let her know. Shit.
So, I want to know. I want to know about this beard oil. Mm-hmm. As you are a female, you make beard oil. How'd you get into it?
Well, it all started probably about 3 years ago. I had a company called Butter Love Skin and Hair Care. So I tested out like beard oils and beard butters, and those were like the number one hit. So I kind of just went with that and just started a brand, which was Crown King. And I just like men with beards. Like that's like the thing right now.
She's like a man with a beard.
a big.
What you say?
A thick full.
So if we ask you beard or no beard,
the hell you trying to say? The hell you trying to say? It's a beard. I can't help the way I was born.
Thick and
Shit, this the fullest it's gonna get. It's enough to rub somebody's neck and be like, oh, it's enough to do that shit. But it ain't, that's all I got. I make it work.
But Crown King, like I offer not only beard oil, I have like anything beard butter, beard balm, beard shampoo, beard conditioner, even for and beard comb. So anything that you need in order to like grow your beard or paint it, like I have it.
That's what's up.
Well, hit Miss Moore up.
Yes.
Crown
so if we
King
had
beard
to
company.
ask you beard or no beard, I guess your answer would be beard, right?
Yeah, you gotta have a beard. Not
I'm scratching my chin.
He's scratching his beard. It's not full. That's not a full beard. It looks a little full.
he gotta use the oil.
You got use the
So,
oil.
in
So
about
if your beard looks like
my
your beard looks like
Joan gonna be the Joan, the James Harden Joan.
Well, we thank you so much, and
Yeah.
And I didn't know if your beard looks like Thomas's beard. I got a good beard. I don't got the struggle beard. I don't got the patches. Hold on. But speaking of the patches, like niggas do, I've seen them trying to be cute and they get a line up, but they be having the holes, like potholes. Like, does it help with the potholes?
does it help with the beard potholes? Does your product help with the beard potholes?
As usually for that we use like the beard oil, and that's like the number.
And that's in the giveaway, right? Hey, look, hit us up. Get your name on the fucking Wheel of Blessings, because I just see a lot of niggas with the potholes. Young with the potholes. Win this product.
Keyword wedding.
What? Wedding? That's the key word. What?
Lovely.
Thank you so much for joining us. You've been a fun guest. Join us later here coming up, because you're going to be a part of our group discussion about co-parenting.
I know. Can't wait.
What's the fun part about that? What's the fun part about that discussion we're going to have? Because I haven't even said anything.
What are you looking forward to? Is there any part?
Having a conversation with my baby's dad.
Say what?
Yes, that's right. It's going to get interesting. I'm excited too, y'all, because I want to know too.
We got 3 kids.
Too.
We got 3 kids. So co-parenting it's been interesting from the beginning. So there's 3 kids. We do our best to make sure that we're co-parenting as best as possible, and the kids are loved and understand that co-parenting is better than the other. We're parents and we're doing our best. That's it. So we got some good questions coming for your ass.
And it's coming right after. I think we tasted live. But it's coming up, y'all. So we want you to stay tuned, right? So right now, we thank you, Miss Brandy, for coming through.
Thank you.
We totally support you and applaud you for what you do at the hospital, the trauma tech. We really applaud you. I'm just excited to talk to you later.
As we all are.
Bye.
We see you shortly, Mama.
Coming up is one of our favorite. He's back. He ain't dead. He ain't had the COVID. I told y'all that shit. Nigga back.
Motherfucking hey, Mr. GJ with DJ Pizza in the building.
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all?
DJ Pizza.
What's good, my guy?
I'm back feeling a lot better.
Bring the camera back, so let them see your face a little more. Let them see your face a little more.
They don't want to see this old mug.
Hey, they like it. They like it. They tune it in. That's one of the favorite fucking segments. They like this. Hey,
I
Mr.
appreciate
DJ shit,
y'all.
bro.
I definitely appreciate y'all. Yeah, I was out. I was down. I had got my allergies kicked in, and I got a bad sinus infection, which y'all could probably still tell I'm a little nasally, but I'm feeling a lot better and glad to be here, y'all. So, we get right into it. Things that DJs hate.
Tell them. We already know a few things that you hate, but the fun part is that there is something specific that DJs hate. Tell them niggas now.
I'm about to tell y'all right now.
I'm listening.
Which this is a personal thing DJs hate, because I'm experiencing this today, right? Like right now on this show, is when our equipment doesn't cooperate.
They ain't doing what it's supposed to do. It ain't doing what it do.
It ain't doing what it's supposed to do. I switched the cords around. Well, actually, I forgot a cord. Got that. Had to run to the house. Got that. Come back. Turn the equipment on, and still can't get no sound. So that is highly frustrating for a DJ because we always want
I can
to
imagine.
We always want to do our best, do our job, and actually it's my fault because I wasn't completely prepared. Because had I been prepared, this wouldn't happen. I don't think.
Man, it's part of life. Yeah, I mean, DJs live a hectic life. Y'all got schedules that be out of this fucking world sometimes. So I told him now, while we talking to you, DJ, do me a little small favor.
Okay.
Turn your camera a little bit to the titties.
There you go with the titties.
It's the one for.
I mean, I just need them to see the great artwork that we have. That way we can see both pictures behind you. And the reason I say is because
y'all seen this one.
But that's Artcan, bro. That's Artcan. We gotta give a big shout out to Artcan because this, like, we're actually thinking of purchasing this piece. Like, right now, everything's on loan. We give it back. She makes sure things are good. We're actually thinking of purchasing this piece. This piece is super dope and it represents the meetup. So, big shout out to Artcan. Please,
shout out to Artcan.
Please make sure you're hitting Artcan up, looking at all the products that she has to offer.
Plenty
of dope artists.
While we're talking about that, if you have a piece out there, if you have artwork that you would like us to hang up in the studio, hit us up. We got you.
Absolutely.
We'd be more than happy to have advertising.
I'm gonna hit her up to get a personal drawing too. To go.
You look right at them titties. You look right at them titties.
Right here in my face. But I like this one too. This one.
That's true. That joint's hot.
Yeah, this is dope. This is real creative right here. I like this kind of stuff because I used to do graffiti myself, so this kind of like has that for me. You know what I'm saying? It's a little monkey face right here for me. Right here.
Now, with your equipment and everything not working and everything, you can't play the song of the week. However, what is the song of the week? Let motherfuckers go look. Let them find out.
Check this out. My man Kyle Cannon and the Bull Do De Niro collabed on this joint called Rockstar.
Rockstar?
Banger.
It's a definite banger. Y'all need to go on YouTube, look that up. I believe it's all major platforms. It's called Rockstar by Kyle Cannon and Do De Niro. Y'all need to hear that joint. It's a definite banger. I'm telling you.
Go look that up, y'all.
Yeah, hit her up.
Show us what you think about it too.
Yeah. That's what like that feedback on that joint. But I'm telling you, it's a definite banger.
Hit the page. Let us know what y'all think about it. DJ Pizza will have things working next time. We want this bitch popping.
Yes.
We want this bitch popping.
Yes.
And don't forget y'all keyword wedding.
What do you do? Meetup inbox. Hit the meetup inbox. Enter your name. We put your name on the Wheel of Blessings. Put you on that John. You win the meetup. You win the
beard collection.
You win the Crown King beard oil, and you also win an official nigga meetup mug. An official the meetup mug.
Speaking about that beard product though, I'm thinking I just shaved my jaw. I'm thinking about letting it grow back though. Maybe she talking about she got all those products. See, my thing was when I did have a full beard, I didn't like it because it wasn't soft.
This should make my shit soft because
so I'm gonna hit her up for something. I'm gonna let my jaw grow back a little bit. Not I don't I ain't trying to say you don't got the full beard, but
y'all just do my beard disrespectful.
Yo,
hey, ladies, y'all like my beard? Like
they love it how it is.
Y'all like my beard, right? Like it's not a struggle beard. It is full where it is. There's no patches where it is.
Right,
it's the bottom beard. It's the bottom beard.
Got
it's
the
not
bottom
a full
half.
cheek beard.
But see, my thing was I didn't want the James Harden joint. That's why I kept shaving.
He did the full wolf monster though.
Right, and then I got all this gray, so it's like.
Ladies like the gray.
I was gonna say ladies like gray.
Yeah.
Hit DJ Pizza out for his gray beard. But hit him up for your events. That's our DJ Pizza. Hey, Mr. Q, we thank y'all for hollering at him. And up next, we got our next product of the week.
What's up?
No, sing your product of the week because you said that shit last time you did the you said product. I don't even know what you said.
Product of the week. Ain't the product of our week what we eating too?
Yes, the fuck it is.
Woo! Sorry. Product of the week, we have Miss Chevy Sawyer from Chevy's Kitchen, y'all.
She didn't even know she was the product of the week. That's how we doing, you sis. And sis is in the building. Sis over there quiet. Sis in the building. She over there giggling, but she in the building because she gonna serve us here soon. We got a few things coming up before that, but sis is gonna serve us here soon.
I'm very excited for that.
I have had her food before. I performed at a headliner. I had a headline event that I did a few weeks ago, and she had her food there. Fucking amazing.
Was it?
Like I said, sis, and the dope part was I didn't even know she had. I said, sis, give me what you got. Give me what's in here.
Taste for this.
Blew me the whole pizza. Hold on, pizza making a face over there.
I'm saying,
bring pizza in. Bring pizza. He making a face. He making a face about the food.
What's up with the food?
The food is always top notch. She's been catering damn near every event that I've done like since February.
Wow.
So yeah, she's like every event that I've done, her food been there, and that at some point I always get. I'm the same. She did me the same way. She come give me, make sure I get a full plate. She like, you want a little bit of everything? Yes. And she come with the whole package, and I'll be in there like with that halfway through my set with the itis.
Now the best part about that is I got an announcement I'm going to make right here on the air because I already been thinking about this. And sis don't even know she's the product of the week. Sis, you are going to make sure you clear your calendar for June 5th. Because I'm going to need you to, at the backyard comedy show to have that day, my backyard redo, and you're going to have that shit popping. You're going to be the vendor. So make sure y'all bring your wallets. Make sure y'all bring your wallets. Because that show is going to be fucking popping. We're going to have great food. We're going to have great artists. We're going to have everything. But Chevy's Kitchen, fuck my show for a minute. Because we're not talking about the food. Because that's what she's here to talk about is Chevy's Kitchen. Chevy's Kitchen food is amazing. Chicken steak, them beans, the red beans and rice, man, that shit was fucking slapping like an angry pimp, bro. A midget angry pimp. Not even just a regular angry pimp, a midget angry pimp. They was mad. They was mad. I said, what the fuck?
Did you have her? Did she bring you the cheesesteak sliders?
Cheesesteak sliders?
The cheesesteak.
Well, I gotta try something. I ain't had Chevy, and I'm excited.
She's in there. I hear her in there. Hey, and we don't even know we about to eat yet. We don't even know we about to eat yet. So that's the fun part. We don't even know we about to get. Like
I'm
everything's
excited. It don't matter.
She said, "Y'all got allergies?" I said, "No, ma'am. Bring us the fucking food." So we got Chevy Sewers coming in for Chevy's Kitchen.
I would just bring her in right now. Let's bring her in.
I'm
hungry. Y'all done described her and all the food. I ain't never tasted it. Let's do this now.
Hold on, sis is prepping. While sis is prepping, we're going to just talk some shit about everything. We got Chevy's Kitchen coming up. What else we got coming up that we haven't talked about?
Man, we got a lot of stuff coming up.
We got the band show again. We got Stoop G's coming up. We got P-Ty doing all his events. We got Nika. We had Miss Nika on the show a couple weeks ago. We went to the Belita Hype event last week. Crazy.
Yeah, I like that. I like how they put the little line, like a little walkway.
Yeah, I felt special going into Belita Hype, Nika. I felt
Shout
special.
out to Miss Nika.
Shout out. And I wasn't even a guest. Like I was just paying. I wasn't even on the bill, but I felt special walking into that bitch.
That's what's up. When they make you feel special.
Hold on. We had P-Ty. We had fucking DJ on the wheels of steel, as I'm gonna continue to call that shit.
Right.
Tell your age.
Actually, he's showing my age.
But no, actually, I already said my age. I'm 41. I'm doing a 40th birthday redo this year. And should I say who the headliner is?
Why not?
They're interested. Like I got people. Yo, I already sold 4 tickets to the show. It's only 4.
So when do they go on sale?
They ain't gonna go on sale until after my May 1st show. Or should I start selling tickets now? I don't know.
Why not?
I don't know. Got a lot going on. It's crazy and it's coming down so fast. So I thank all of y'all. If it wasn't for y'all, I would not be able to do what I'm doing here. And it just feels so good. It's different. And I like doing it. We're about to eat in a second here. We're going to bring Steve in after we had some technical difficulties. While Sis is preparing, actually, let's bring Steve in. We're going to talk to Steve here. Steve is a wonderful young man that I met. Steve McCoy, knew him since growing up. A barber, which also shows us that you don't always need a college education. Sometimes you just need a trade and a good mindset and to get you where you need to be. Welcome, Steve McCoy, guys.
What's up, guys?
How are you today?
It's good. I'm good. How are y'all doing?
We are well. Thank you so much for joining us, bro. Now, you are a Harrisburg native, right? Now,
please believe it, born and raised.
Now, being here in Harrisburg and seeing everybody's haircuts, it's an urban city. You know how it was. Tell us what got you into cutting hair.
Honestly, as you know, Thomas, growing up, you know, my uncle's a barber and always going to the barber shop.
Shout out to Mr. James Cheatham.
And, you know, just going to the shop all the time. Even like when I would get in trouble, instead of my mom letting me go to the wire, she'd make me go to the shop and clean it up. So that's what made me just want to be a barber. I told him when I was like 15 or 16, I wanted to be a barber. And he was like, really? He gave me my first set of clippers. And ironic, I would go to school, go in the bathroom at lunchtime, and I would chew people's heads up. Like, seeing where I was at now back then. Like, oh, man, like, I feel sorry for Brent, Rick Powell, all them cats. I feel sorry for them now because I didn't have the skill per se, back then like I do now. But I mean, I just stuck with it and stuck with it and stuck with it. And 17 years later, in the game.
Yeah. So tell us, what does the barbershop mean to the Black community?
I think it's the cornerstone to the Black community, as Cedric said.
Fucking word, sir.
Huh?
I said, say word to that because you're absolutely right.
Yeah. You get fashion tips. You get counseling. From everything. You get you actually get the truth from the barbershop. You definitely get truth from the barbershop.
Facts on facts.
Yeah.
The barbershop talks, huh?
Now,
oh my God, some great, some
you got your regulars, because like I said, Steve's my barber, so I fuck with Steve. I fuck with the barbershop. Again, shout out to Mr. J. Cheatham. Shout out to Chops the Barber. Located on 6th Street. Give me the address, bro. While you here, right quick. Give me the address right quick.
It's 2286 North 6th Street. Harrisburg, PA 17110.
Make sure you're making your appointments, getting with bro, getting with them. But just being a part of the family, I feel like. Now, I'm going to ask as a question. I'm going to also make a statement. I think I've actually made some personal connections, not necessarily friends, but guys that I like seeing because our appointments are around the same time. Like, how does that fit into you? Like, are there like personal connections that you've made with other people that aren't necessarily your customers, but just the camaraderie and seeing them coming in?
Oh my God, yeah. Oh my God. And then that's the beautiful thing about the barbershop. Like, you just never know who you gonna meet. And you can just generally meet some great people. And then you get to learn, like, it's 3 of us in the barbershop. So we pretty much know each other's schedule. And it's funny because you can look like, dang, I want to see, you know what I mean, Joe Schmo. I'm looking forward to talking to Joe Schmo because, you know, I need help on A, B, C, and D. I can't wait till Friday till we come in. And that's a beautiful thing about the barbershop.
Well, that's dope to hear because, you know, as a female, I don't know nothing about no barbershop. I don't got sons or anything like that. But to hear that you guys actually, you know, look forward to seeing each other and having those discussions, that's really dope to hear. You know,
it is
to get that perspective.
And one thing, and I gotta, and I'm sorry to cut y'all off. I definitely gotta give a shout out to my Uncle Cheatham because it's a Christian based barbershop. So you're not going to hear, and Thomas, you can contest the yada yada yadas and all the hip hop. Like you hear smooth jazz, smooth. Might hear a little bit of smooth hip hop, if that. But you're not going to hear the rowdy stuff that you wouldn't want your kids to hear. And it's family friendly. And I like how my uncle established that throughout the 34 years that he's been open. So,
you know, one thing that I appreciate on top of that, what you're saying that is, it's actually, let me get my mic adjusted here. But it's actually really great that I hear, I get to see. I fuck with them. I fuck with my team, yo. I got the best team in the world. Shout out to my team, right? I got the best team in the world, right? I got the best team in the fucking world. But one thing that I appreciate about y'all shop is that it's actually a fun place to be. But one thing that I want to appreciate to all single moms out there that don't have a safe place to take their kids to get their haircuts, it's actually a very, very safe place. I have not seen any derogatory comments. There's nothing. It's a very safe place. And I've noticed that because a lot of women, they attracted shit. In the summer, they come out in tights. I'll be looking at their ass. I'm sure the moms look at their ass, but they don't say nothing.
Exactly.
That's like a very respectful place to be.
That's what's up.
To where it doesn't make women feel, because I see women come in, they're like, I don't know what to do with my kids. I just send them in, I'll sit in the car. You shouldn't have to sit in your car. You should be able to come in, laugh, watch your kids, and enjoy the atmosphere. So big shout out to Heads Up. Big shout out to y'all for that, bro. Big shout out. That means a lot. Not just me. I have a 2-year-old, 11-year-old, and a 13-year-old. They don't need to hear nigga, bitch, dick, balls every day.
Exactly.
Enough.
Exactly.
They don't need to hear
That's amazing to hear. That's amazing to hear. Because I've been in some barbershops, even though I've been in there with my nephews and stuff, and it's been some conversations that you just be, you know, sit back and just go through. You don't want to hear, you know. So
exactly. And one thing I like as a barber, see, I always say, I can let you create a narrative of the conversation, but I can derail it. Now, if it's something that I don't want to hear, like who got the best, this, and that, Tommy sleeping with Susie and Betty, and something that I generally don't care about, I can always derail that conversation. I can always send that conversation far left.
Mm-hmm.
I can dig it now. With me being a man, bro, this is an important question that I fucking have for you. Because I'm blessed so far. I see you fuck with my swirl once in a while. You got a hard time getting my swirl down, which I understand. I got a fucked up swirl pattern in the back. However, my hairline is still intact. I ain't got the Jalen Rose. I need to give a Jalen Rose hairline, nigga. That's what I need from you. But I ain't got the
Jalen Rose. His barber, Andy Authentic, amazing.
What is your recommendation for niggas that actually start receding and losing it? Is it bald?
Should they save it?
What the fuck should they do? Like, do they go bald, bro? Or can you save it? Like, what is your recommendation?
Certain hairlines can be saved. You can tell them to grow their hair. Like, you can tell them to grow their hair a certain length. Or you can tell them to cut it low to a certain length. And even if they go bald, I mean, I do razor shave bald head. So therefore, I mean, it's just like, I can tell them, look, bald look good because Michael Jordan made it look good.
There you go.
So don't be
ashamed. Answer my question. I think she is.
As the sisters over here, how do you feel about that dye spray? People was
no one gonna say okay, but it's a good question.
Whole new
the Beijing. You talking about the Beijing?
Like it goes from here to here. Like how do you feel about that much dye?
There's some artistry to it, but how do you feel about it?
What I try to do, and I when you know how to use it or how to play with it, I should say. So I don't mind using it. What people don't understand is it's an enhancement. It enhances your haircut. It's like it brings your grade from an A to an A plus per se.
Right.
So
create something. It's supposed to enhance it.
It's enhanced. So you enhance it. And I gotta get with Brandy because like of course she got the beard products. So I'm gonna definitely have to tap into her. I even like enhance people's beards. So therefore, like I look at it as my job, my challenge is to enhance your overall feature. Mm-hmm. And now, sometimes you
get beard wigs. I don't know if it's a such thing, but it sounds like the fuck I need one. So if I go out of town, because I ain't gonna wear it in the city, because they're like, nigga, your beard don't look like that. But if I need a beard wig, nigga, I'm gonna get at you. But we're gonna bring you back in a minute for our group discussion about co-parenting. Don't be laughing at me. I need my fucking beard. Y'all laughing at my beard the whole time. We got Chevy coming up with Chevy's Kitchen, Steve. We about to fuck this food up. We're gonna bring you back momentarily for our group discussion about co-parenting, bro. We appreciate you. Thank you so much, bro.
No doubt. Appreciate y'all more. Thank you.
Already, you already know, bro. But
you said you need a beard sewing.
I don't know, so they got so that shit to my face. You only do like a lace joint. It can give me like
it's a lot of different stuff out here, man.
Got the thick joint.
It's a lot of stuff out here.
But I would only do it if I was going to. I wouldn't even do it.
Did you know what I was talking about when I was talking about the spray? Like people had their heads be like this, and then
then they put the little toupee on. Then they get like the weave, and then they get it cut down.
No, this is just weave. All spray. No.
If they just get the spray, they fucked up. They barber fucked up if you're doing the all spray.
Y'all doing that? Stop it.
And then too, when y'all talking about the hairline, that's why I chose. I just went bald because my hairline started fading as I got a little older. I ain't ashamed of it now.
But you got your hairline still intact though.
But it's
weird. Spinning. Got you.
Then I got the little convertible thing going on.
Steve said he got you. He got you with the nice bald joint. If you want a nice
razor shave, hit him up.
Steve up.
We already advertised heads up.
Hit him up. Then you might can get some beard treatment. He gonna hit Brandy up.
I'm gonna hit Brandy up. I'm gonna let my joint grow back. Don't cuss me out, bro. I'm gonna let my joint grow back and use that.
When B-Tech come in here with a full beard and my shit still at the bottom beard, y'all gonna have a fucking problem. Y'all gonna see shit go down. I'm gonna get mad about my beard soon. But the good thing is though, I get food caught my beard still.
Well, so I'm gonna
get some food. Right. You already read my fucking mind. You know what's getting me in my beard sometimes?
We welcome Ms.
Let's talk about this food. And she is in the house, so you already said. What's up, mama?
Hi.
How are you?
Good. I am so grateful to be here. I appreciate this. Yes, and I'm excited for you guys to taste this. I brought to you for you today.
It smells so good.
Yes.
It's the fucking cheesecake, the cheesesteak sliders.
Yes, what you have there is
Oh my god, I got you. I'm gonna get my
Philadelphia
producer.
cheesesteak sliders, buffalo chicken sliders.
Hold the crap.
And I made my pasta salad for you guys.
Yo,
That pasta salad.
Yo.
That pasta salad. I'm telling you.
ooh, nigga.
I feel like I need a bib.
Like, yes, Chevy's Kitchen. I cook breakfast. I
Tell
normally
them everything
tell
right
them.
there.
I
Tell them
normally
everything.
cook breakfast Monday through Friday, and that's every day. But a lot of people ask me to cook, regular meals and things like that. So I do it on occasions. Here's the pasta salad. You want to pass that down?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so if y'all want, so if y'all want breakfast, if you want breakfast, you can go on Chevy's Kitchen on my page. My menu's posted there daily. I'm starting
Hit
breakfast
something. I'm
again.
gonna tell you that now. Please interrupt.
Yes, April 6th, I'll be starting my breakfasts again.
Yes.
I'm coming back stronger and better.
Listen.
Yes, and I cater, as they said earlier, I do the parties. I'll be at the after hours this coming weekend.
If I know you cooking somewhere and they said, Thomas, you gotta punch a 3-year-old in the stomach as hard as you can,
Yes.
I will fuck that kid up.
And you
These are good.
And you said
as
something
hell.
about the band
The
show.
band show, yes.
I'll be there. I did book that. So
Hit us the
you'll see me.
fuck up in the house. That's what I'm talking
I will
about.
be
I
there.
told y'all, every event that I'm at, she's at.
Yes,
Hold
I'll,
on.
So far.
yes.
Yeah. And DJ Pizza is my DJ at my show. Chef is gonna be the kitchen at my show June 5th.
Yes,
Hit
I
us
will
the
be
fuck
there.
hit, sis.
Listen.
up.
Guys, hit
Please.
me up. I will cook. I'll do personal. I started actually like doing the catering because some guy wanted me to
can't
cook
even
for
eat
his
this. I need to
birthday
talk.
party. And
Give
then
me
word of mouth,
the
everybody
buffalo
just
chicken
started
joint.
asking me to cook. So
Listen, y'all.
That's buffalo chicken joint.
don't
don't-
exaggerate.
I don't play with food.
Right.
I don't exaggerate.
If y'all
I tell
haven't
people.
seen,
I'm
wait.
y'all.
wait,
y'all
wait.
Pasta salad.
If y'all haven't, I only took one bite
Y'all can
of
see
each
it.
thing because I am stuck in awe of how this tastes.
Thank you.
We need to get her a truck.
Yes, yes.
I don't know how.
You gotta
wanna
go
go-
funny. You got something.
I don't know. Go
I mean, right
funny.
now I just cook at home. I am like in the process of trying to, this is my dream. I definitely want to
How
own
do
a
you make a
restaurant.
GoFundMe?
I'm not sure, but
I don't know nothing
We'll
about
figure
it.
the fuck out.
We gonna figure it out.
appreciate that. Thank you.
Because
Wait,
I only took one bite.
It's not a joke. It's
Yes,
not a
I
game.
would definitely appreciate any
I'm not
support.
playing.
That
Like,
hits.
I didn't even.
That hits.
Thank
No.
you.
See, I never had this buffalo
Yeah, you
chicken.
never had the buffalo chicken.
Nah,
yes,
this is
yes,
the
and I'm going to
seasoning.
also be working on the
Man.
vegan slider too.
Is that a
There's lot of
Hawaiian roll?
vegan.
What kind of roll is that?
Yes, that's
Roll.
the Hawaiian.
That's the
roll.
Hawaiian roll.
Yeah, yes.
Now, I'm gonna say it before I eat your pasta salad.
Right.
I don't like or eat pasta salad, so
Right.
it's nothing
No,
against
I
yours.
understand.
I will taste it live because that's the show's called.
Yes,
That's what the segment's
definitely.
called. I want to taste it live and give my answer.
Yes,
Well, let me tell you.
I don't put any
Taste it.
pork or anything in there because a lot of
Change
people
your
don't eat
life,
the
man.
pork,
Change
so they
your
won't
life.
be
No,
any
I'm
pork.
gonna taste it. Let me see what it's in for.
This
Got some
is-
broccoli here, right?
No, we need to figure that out today. Maybe not today, day Easter.
Okay. Hold on. I got a
This
real
is
opinion about this.
amazing. Like,
I don't like or eat pasta salad.
but
It's
I
one
like
of the
this.
best pasta salads I've ever had.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, I'm gonna eat a whole plate of it because I just don't like
Let me
it
taste
for
the other
me.
Right.
But this is fucking good.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I
The
try.
broccoli
I
gave it that
definitely cook with
special
love.
little.
Yes, a little crunch
that
and
crunch,
all
that
that.
snap.
I cook with love, you guys. There is nothing that comes off my
No, this is
food
good.
That's
that
what I
isn't
told you,
cooked with
bro.
love. For
I said I
real.
wouldn't sit there and just feed myself this.
Right.
I don't like the dressing, but this is how you feel about the pasta salad. Who eats pasta salad? Is a pasta salad lover.
I can't take it.
I love pasta.
I need to know somebody. I don't like it, so I need somebody that knows a pasta salad lover to
I
give their opinion on
know.
this.
This is
I'm telling
amazing.
you,
Like, there's,
I
what else
told
can you
you,
say?
her pasta salad James. I
Yeah.
That's
told
why
you.
she's on the show.
He was like, yes, I need that.
Yeah, it's not a normal.
I got you.
And I'm sitting here saying I don't eat it like that, and I'm eating
Every
this. Like I'm actually eating this.
Every time she makes it at the event, she brings
Yes,
me
I
something.
make sure we eat.
She-
Yes,
You got
she
that.
has nuts in there. Turn.
Tell
So
me.
make sure the DJ good.
Right.
You got that. You got that
Mhm.
general pasta salad that everybody bring at the cookout.
Right.
But then you got that
This
pasta
ain't
salad
never
that have that
from box
extra
Right.
onto it. They put the onions. They put everything in it.
Mhm.
Got the extra.
I'm
This
saying
is
red onions in here. There's red onions in here.
Yes,
There's red onion right there, sis.
Yes.
But we thank you so much. Let them know
I
one more
appreciate you.
once again.
Chevy
Please somebody
Kitchen on
find you.
Facebook. Yes, menus will be posted every day. You can call, inbox.
God.
As I said, I do the catering. If you want me to cook for
I
your
wanna
parties, just hit us up. And Chevy's Kitchen got you.
So
Got
she
you.
does parties, baby
Yes,
showers.
yes.
Yo, I am not lying.
You're gonna see her more around me with the events I throw. You're gonna see her in these streets. Chevy's Kitchen is popping. Hopefully, we can get a food truck for her soon. Not
Yes.
necessarily
No,
us, but
serious.
just we
Everybody.
Food truck for sis.
I love that.
We also talk about building around
so
people.
much.
We also talk about building around people, and the community needs to do this. The community needs to do that. This is what the community needs to do right now.
Best investment.
Look
in
out for
life.
sis and make sure we can get her something, a
I'm
storefront, even if it's a little storefront,
Right,
something.
right.
We need to get her something she can
Thank
sell
you
to school
so
because
much.
guys.
Harrisburg
Thank
needs
you.
to taste it. Thank you so
Yes.
much, sis.
Yes. Yo,
Oh my God.
I'm not playing. Like,
That was
this
good.
is the first Taste It Live that I wanted to continue eating.
I always eat
Like,
because I'm
on some-
like, fuck that. I'm eating all this shit.
No,
but
for real, like,
sis, tell them.
They all were good, you know. They all were good. I would have said if it wasn't good, but this is the first one where I wanted to continue and finish my whole container. I'm not going to do what he going to do. I'm trying to get the stuff out my teeth. But no, for real, like we really need to get her.
Something. We need to get her
I
something.
just
She can.
feel that for
Everybody
her.
needs to taste this.
I
Her
don't
food is
know.
good. This is good.
Like I'm really serious. I don't know how that works. Maybe we can get it up there. And help us out, y'all. Help us out. Her food is very amazing. If you don't believe us before you donate to it, go try it. I really want you to try that.
What I want to tell people is I'm going to give you my honest opinion.
Mhm.
So make sure you bring a good shit.
But yo, I am excited
Chevy's
for what we.
Kitchen.
Yes,
Get her up.
Chevy's Kitchen. Get it. I can't say it enough. But what we got coming up right now, I am super duper excited for.
Let's get into it.
We finna get into our producer's corner, y'all. Look at
Let's
our
get into
producer.
it. I'm so
She's
ready for
live.
this.
We welcome you to Producer's Corner with Siobhan.
Because this is a new segment that the crowd wanted. I said, hey, sis was resourceful as shit. Can y'all bring her back? We said, you know what? Let's bring her back.
Let's bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it
Let's
back.
add a segment.
What's going on, everybody?
Let me find
What
out.
up? Tell me what you got, sis.
Oh, we got a couple things that we're talking about today. So we told you on the last episode we would update you on the NCAA, the issue that we had
Yes.
with the women's team and the disparities between the
What happened
training
with that?
facilities and the workout facilities with them. So the update is there is no update. The NCAA said that they would take care of it, so they would be on it. We did receive an apology from Dan Gavitt, who is the NCAA Senior VP of Basketball. So we issued an apology.
Okay.
So far, we haven't seen anything. Planet Fitness did step up, and Planet Fitness actually offered their facilities to the women for workouts.
That's the
Wow.
So
Nice.
very dope. And they've also offered them a year of free membership. So any women's Arizona.
Okay.
Yes.
So the finals tonight.
Stanford and
NCAA.
Arizona. What
Support
time?
these ladies. 6 o'clock
Support them.
What
on
channel?
ESPN. Support
Watch
these
that
ladies.
shit.
They ball out. So absolutely. Let them
But
be
them games
support.
are actually really
Really
good.
good.
The
The only thing they're missing is dunking.
Yeah, that's
But
it.
that doesn't take away from
It takes
the
away
sport.
At all.
That actually gives more to the sport because they're sticking to the fundamentals
It's
of
more
basketball.
fundamental.
Right.
They
Yeah.
can't shoot the 60-foot threes like the men,
Mhm.
so they are sticking
Oh, some
to
of them
real.
can. Some of them
But,
got a shot,
but
though.
what I like though, but what I like, they're sticking to real fundamental basketball, so you get to see the sport.
game.
Sport,
Right, right,
So
right.
we
Absolutely.
said I said on the last time we did the producers corner that the women's games have actually generated higher ratings than the men's tournaments the last 3 years. So let's keep that tradition going. Support
Yes.
these ladies; they ball out. Absolutely happy to see it. The other thing that we've been talking about this week, and I know I'm pretty sure we're all aware now, DMX is actually. We all know X is actually in a coma right now. He's in a vegetative state currently. There were some updates that came out that said that he was
There's some false shit.
breathing
some
on
weird
his
shit,
own.
yeah.
The last update that I have is that he is still on the ventilator, so that means he is
Now,
not breathing on his
a lot of people don't like the shit that I have to say about DMX. So I ain't tell the team I was gonna say. I was like, look,
All right,
Gotta tell the
sister.
truth. Tell the truth.
it's a sensitive topic, but he was a successful crackhead. Like niggas don't get on records just barking if they ain't a fucking crackhead. Like you can't get on the record go, "Arf, arf, arf."
Listen,
Like, so I feel people's pain, but bro got to realize something within himself to fix himself.
there's
So
a
I don't
difference.
have that. I don't
I get
have
I get
that
it.
You know
big
what?
sense of compassion for. I apologize, but
I
I
get
just don't. And I hate to say that, but I'm always going to be real with y'all. Y'all know that. Like
See, I
only a
kinda-
crackhead's gonna get on the album growling and barking,
I
bro.
agree with you a little bit on that because, like they said, he always struggled with his addiction. So it's kind of like, from my standpoint, it's like with
He ain't got the right
everybody
people
else-
behind him.
Who's helping?
not even that. It's like you kind of did it to yourself.
He did, but
But
here's
at the
let's keep
same
in mind.
time,
It's a lot of things that get you
Exactly.
on drugs.
And
yeah,
let's keep this in
but at the
mind.
same time,
Let's
a lot
keep this in
of musicians struggle with.
It's not just musicians, just people. We all
Oh yeah,
struggle with
people,
this.
right? You're right.
And
absolutely
sometimes
right.
we do
Everything
things that are incredibly detrimental to ourselves.
Right.
Some people it's sex. Some people it's drugs.
Right.
So I'm not going to judge this man based on he's struggling.
And most of the time, people want to stop.
Exactly.
People want to stop, and they can't stop. Like they don't have the support to stop. I know it's us that, we eventually stop within ourselves, but sometimes you need people to help you, and we don't know why he's on drugs, what he's going through. Nobody knows. We can all speculate.
He's right behind him. Nobody knows. Get through what he's going through.
But anyway, we look at it.
Definitely hope he pulls through.
No, I hope he pulls through. I'm not listening to the ill will, but I hope he pulls through. I just want to.
Either way, I'm sure we can all agree we want to send our positive energy, thoughts, positive vibes to family and to X.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, Thomas, you remember X started popping. That was our.
I was like, get at me, dog. The fuck? I wasn't saying dog. No, I wasn't barking. I wasn't barking though. But I wasn't barking. I was like, get at me, dog. I'm not fucking barking.
I was gonna say he was on drugs for barking, but we was working too.
I wasn't.
Hold on, bro. You wasn't.
I wasn't. No, that's too extra.
You wasn't.
I was like, bro, that's too extra. I'm too high to do that, bro.
I believe. But I was doing it.
You wasn't. No, I wasn't.
I went to the Hard Knock Life tour. So the Hard Knock Life tour, if y'all remember, was
I seen them before mine.
It was Jay.
That's when I went. And Outkast is what I saw perform with them.
Hold on, but it was Jay. It was X.
It was
the
a great
Lox,
show.
It was the Rough Rider.
Yep.
X
okay, you went to that one. You went to that.
I was at the
one down south. I was the one down south.
Okay.
It was X.
Yeah.
X. The whole show was X. Jay was hitting, of course. It was Jay. It was Bleak, but it was
his energy
X.
on.
It was his energy. Right. Absolutely. So
I'm doing this pasta sound. I don't even need pasta sound.
Yeah, I was trying to get myself together before I did it.
I did want to say on that though, it's a lot of people that posted his picture, and we are quick to capitalize.
Let them know what's going on with that. Yeah.
No, I mean, like, I'm just saying what I had, the thought I had.
Yeah, no.
I was great loser, but all these people are posting his picture. Who's going to help him once he gets out? Like,
that's the thing.
When he pulls through, what are you going to do for him
through?
when he pulls through?
And we're praying he pulls through.
Yeah,
that's the big thing.
That's the big
praying
thing.
Praying for him to pull through. So the other thing that we were talking about, of course, this week, and I know none of us really want to talk about it, but we have to because it's out there, is the Derek Chauvin trial. So Derek Chauvin, if you all remember, was the officer that, and we're going to put it out there and we're going to make sure we say it as many times as we need to. Derek Chauvin killed George Floyd.
It's not the George Floyd child. It's the Derek Chauvin trial.
Right.
So the things that we've learned this week, the trial started on Monday. We wrapped up day 5. So Friday brought us to day 5. His defense attorney is doing what a defense attorney is supposed to do.
He pissed me off a couple times.
Listen, but he's doing what a defense attorney is supposed to do.
I'm gonna put my foot the whole way inside of his
So
ass,
his claim, he is trying to claim that George Floyd's death was not the result of the knee on his neck for 8 minutes and 46 seconds.
He's a dickhead.
What they're trying to say is that his death was a result of a heart attack brought on by drugs in his system. So he had a lethal dose, he had a mix of fentanyl and some other drugs in his system, and they're attempting to say that that's what killed him. There was no damage to his heart muscle. So let's just make sure we put that out there. There was an independent autopsy performed by an independent expert that said there was no damage to the heart muscle, which presents in anytime a person has a heart attack. That did not exist. What killed George Floyd was the 8 minute and 46 second knee to his neck, not his shoulders, because that's another thing that the defense attorney is trying to claim. That Derek Chauvin had his knee on his shoulder.
Not even that. His knee was on his back, which was also going to compress his lungs. He can't breathe.
It was on his neck.
It was the heart, he had a heart attack in front of you guys. You didn't know he was having a heart attack.
And the 2 paramedics that actually reported to the scene to treat him, they said from 100 feet away, they could tell that George Floyd was not breathing. They knew it. They could tell.
Wow.
So those 2 paramedics were actually presented in court this week, and they testified. They said they knew that he was not breathing. They were the ones that actually had the handcuffs removed from him in the ambulance so that they could treat him. He was unconscious and he was dead. He was dead before they got him to the hospital.
We all seen it.
We all saw it.
One of the most interesting things that I've seen, I haven't really been watching it, but like
it was traumatizing enough the first time. We don't really need to.
But like, you know how you be flipping through the channels or whatever. So I stopped to listen to a little bit of it, and I saw when I believe he was one of the senior officers or something like that.
It was his lieutenant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where he said that
his behavior was deplorable.
Not only that, the part that got me was they're actually trained to do that.
They're not trained to do that.
No, yeah.
They're trained to put the knee on your shoulders. But even still, so that was to your point. His lieutenant actually testified.
Yeah.
His lieutenant was one of 14 veteran officers who signed a letter stating that his actions were unnecessary and deplorable. It's not what they do. It's not who they are.
Okay.
So they're trained to put their knee on their shoulders when they're trying to handcuff you.
Okay.
Once the suspect is handcuffed, you remove your knee.
Right.
This man kept his knee on his neck for
8 minutes and 46 seconds.
If you watch the video, 2 minutes into the video, the man was not moving.
Right.
So let's put it out there. Derek Chauvin killed George Floyd.
Absolutely.
Period.
Period.
That's it. That's the end of the discussion. There's nothing else to talk about. So we're gonna keep watching. The trials anticipated to last for at least another week. Derek Chauvin is facing 3 charges. I wrote it down just to make sure I didn't misconstrue it at all. He's facing 3 charges: 2nd-degree unintentional felony murder. I'm not really sure how it can be unintentional when you restrict a person's airway for 8 minutes or whatever.
Right.
3rd-degree depraved mind murder and 2nd-degree manslaughter. So he is facing possible up to 25 years.
He's going to get 2nd-degree manslaughter is what I think is what it's going to boil down to.
It's probably what it's going to boil down to. But he is facing a possible 25 years in prison. Again, we'll see what happens. We'll pray that the justice system does its due process takes place. They get justice, but
at the end of the day, long
25 years,
long as he's convicted on something.
Right. I'm taking something because the justice system for us has not been what we all wanted to be.
Right. What did she say? The young lady that did the poem at Joe Biden's inauguration, she said, "Just us or justice is not always is not always justice."
Yes.
So
great sentiment. Great sentiment. Now we'll get into the rest of that. We got to get into the next thing. We're gonna get into that. We'll talk about the next thing.
Oh, you want to talk about the next thing?
We'll talk about the next thing at the end. We'll get to the next thing at the end a little bit. But before we get into that, let's talk about this co-parenting shit. Let's get into this co-parenting shit because I am so excited to talk about this. We got we got my ex-wife. She called me her baby's dad.
I did my baby.
It's actually my ex. Bring her ass in. It's actually my ex-wife. My baby's dad. It's my ex-wife. We had 3 wonderful, beautiful children together. We lost Steve right now, but we will bring him back in if and when we can. When he comes back in, we will bring him back in. Until then, young lady, we will conversate with you.
All right.
Is that okay with you?
Ready.
Oh, are you ready? I'm ready.
So
this is what I'm talking about. No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
But no, one thing that I don't think that a lot of people understand, when me and Brandy got a divorce, I'll be just open and honest. There was still feelings on my end. Everything was a little weird. So we didn't have the best co-parenting part at that point. However, we were able to build a very strong understanding relationship with each other. And we got to a point to where we understand our situation that we have is what's best for us. It may not work for everybody's situation, but it works for us best. So that's what I've grown to love and appreciate about this young lady. And as I even said, that P-Type fucking that shit up still. But I even say more about that. Now, this is what I need people to understand, and I want you to comment on this as well, Brandy. Co-parenting is not always about winning. And I think some parents think that, look, nigga, I've been doing all this. Or, shit, I've been doing this for the kids. Can you expand on that so people can understand that my dog is in the house? That's what I'm talking about. That's a nigga. That's my nigga dog. Like, people don't get that. That's a nigga dog. Shout out to Chevy. She's on her way out. We appreciate you for coming through, sis. Thank you so much. Thank you. But again, the question is about just winning. Like, can you expand on that to make people understand that it's not necessarily about winning, or just give your opinion on winning? Which parent is better than the other?
I don't think any parent is better. I think it all boils down to having respect for one another, and at the end of the day, it's about children. I bought this time, it's your turn to do this and that. Like, that's the thing that I appreciate about Thomas, is because I don't have to ask for too much. He doesn't have to ask too much, you know what I mean, from me. So I think the main thing with like me and him is we know our kids come first, regardless if me and him are going through, you know, a disagreement, which we rarely have, but if we were, like, we also know, like, we put our kids first, like, regardless. So it's not even about a winning situation. Just you're a mom, you're a dad, and you gotta do what you gotta do.
Absolutely. Now, communication. How important is communication for co-parenting?
That's the number one thing.
Right.
If you don't have communication, even if it had nothing to do with co-parenting, even in relationships, marriages, whatever, like the number one key. If you don't have communication, then nothing's going to work. So
Absolutely.
I think communication is like the number one thing that you have co-parenting.
Now, that's great. Now, one thing that is on here, like, we had a list of questions. One of the list of questions is create a plan. Now, one thing that me and Brandy never did, we never created a plan.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we
plans
didn't,
fell out.
Like we didn't know what was coming. We didn't know how to react to it. So we never created a plan. So it's what works for us. So I can't say that everyone should create a plan. But how do you feel about that? Like, does a plan need to be created, or is just an understanding good?
I think it depends on your situation, and the maturity level of the person. I know as far as me and you go, we didn't need a plan. Like we communicate. That's like I said. But I mean, I think for everybody, so I can't.
Facts, big facts, because
the maturity of the person is what it.
You should say everything ain't for everybody, because I've seen people that didn't have a plan and they start to go into it. They're like, "Fuck you, no fuck you, no fuck you." I'm like, y'all doing too much.
Yeah.
Are y'all kids happy? It's not worried about fuck you. It's fuck these kids, because sometimes it be fuck these kids. I'm sorry, fuck these kids at one certain point every once in a while.
I think it's a
But
mentality.
I think a lot of parents get it construed that it's about them, or like again, like we said, what parent do you think is better? Now, I've grown to realize that it's not about that. It's about making sure that these kids are 100% happy, whether they're with me, whether they're with Brandy, whether I'm broke, whether I got money. What can we do to make them happy? So that's one thing that I do appreciate about you. You make sure that you do come through to make sure these kids are always 100% happy. So
yeah, it's all about our children. The children should be the topic of what is going on. That should be why you're doing what you're doing, to make them, whatever's most healthy for them. Because
it gets crazy. Now, one thing
it's crazy sometimes.
It does. Speaking of getting crazy is what I'm going to get into next, because when parents, depending on how the parents separated, divorced, or what's going on, what was the situation, sometimes people will say things in front of their kids that they shouldn't.
Right.
I am 100%. I've done that because in the beginning, again, there was emotion involved. There wasn't necessarily doing what's best for the kids. So speak on that, Brandy. Now, don't talk about what the fuck I may have said. That's not what I'm asking you, ma'am. What I'm asking you is, how do you feel about
do that? Parents who say things in front of their children that they shouldn't say.
Tell why we shouldn't do that.
At the end of the day, it's childish. You're basically just letting your feelings get in the way. And it's just like inappropriate. That's all I can really say about it. You speak bad about the other person in front of your kids, because at the end of the day, your kids are watching you and your example.
Right. And now we're putting our perception on things and their way of looking at their other parent. So it's causing more harm to the children versus what we're trying to do to the other parent.
Right.
That's what we need to realize.
Brandy may have pissed me off doesn't mean that she's a great parent to my kids. So why is that? Why am I inflicting that on the kids?
And the mental that the children go through is it's a lot that the children go through. Hearing my father or my mother speaking badly of the other parent, it's a lot of trauma that's embedded in them children that we don't know about until we get older, until they get into a relationship and they, holding these things that mommy said to daddy or daddy said to mommy, and what a relationship should be like. So it's very important what we do and do not do in front of our children.
Absolutely.
And how we speak about our other parent to our children.
And if your kids love us, if your kids love you the way our kids love us, when you talk about the other parent, it does have an effect. And you never know what your kids may be thinking. So you don't want to put that negative aspect on them. And they're like, I got the best mom or the best dad ever that I could ever have. And here comes this dumbass talking about, fuck your mom, fuck your dad, they ain't shit. It's like, whoa, they are the shit. They the shit to me. So parents out there, I don't care if you fucked her once, you fucked her 500 times. Don't give that negative energy to your kids. It's just not about your kids. It's about, it is about your kids. It's not about your relationship with your partner.
It's not always about being right too. Sometimes you gotta swallow your pride. Sometimes it's not about being right. You always just gotta keep your kids in your mind of whatever you're doing, how you're communicating to that other parent is it's going to affect them. This is a very serious thing, because there's a lot of people now that have had those things happen to them when they were growing up from their parents, and it's affecting them in their relationships. We wonder why, we can't stay in relationships. We don't even know that the root cause of it was the relationship between their mom and dad. How do you feel about that, Brandy?
I can say I kind of experienced that. Me being raised by a single mother without a father, that can affect you. Or even being in a relationship and maybe like the other parent talking bad about the other parent. I mean, it can affect you at the end of the day. But like I said, when it comes to your kids, you put them first, and it's all about the maturity level. So.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's very, very, very important. I think we have Steve here. We don't have Steve? Okay.
Now,
but that's very important. That's, this is dear to my heart.
No, absolutely, because co-parenting it's not always easy. Sometimes it's a struggle. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you blame yourself.
Right. And one thing I got a question, because it's like, what do I say? Okay, Brittany, you may not have had this happen with you, but maybe so. If he had a girlfriend, what do you feel like should we bring our kids around that girlfriend? How do you feel about that in the co-parenting?
That's probably been like our number one thing. My biggest issue.
I didn't mean to put it on you like that. Like,
yeah, like
I didn't mean to put it in your situation. Like, how do you feel about bringing your children? Let me rephrase it.
I mean,
streets. My bad. My bad, Brandy. My bad. I didn't mean to put it like that. How do you feel about, when should we bring our children around that?
Me, honestly, I think, I wouldn't bring it around my kids until it's probably about a year when I know it's serious. And number one thing with my kids, I don't like them meeting like a lot of people. Mm-hmm. So, that it's right at the end of the day, and we had this conversation.
There ain't that much liquor in my cup for me to have it up to my mouth that long.
At his, what he does, that's his business. But at the end of the day, we have 3 kids.
What I do. Never mind. Let's go to the questions again.
I respect that. You know what I mean? You shouldn't just be bringing your kids around anybody.
Exactly.
It affects them. It does, because I'm not saying I'm just saying because it affects
it does.
When the relationship, when they get older, they may think we have 25, exactly. And coming in or out, or 25. That's what
That's what it do. That's what you're supposed to do. Right.
Sorry.
Now, no, since we on the topic. No, she's fine. Since we on the topic, shit.
What's that? Sorry.
I can't really want to say this, but I'm gonna say it. Oh, you know what I'm about to say? Probably. It was one thing one of our children said to you. They heard me doing in the house. Now,
what happened?
Every fucking time. So they say.
See.
Now.
See, how do you? I feel like a dude should
and that's what I'm gonna get into. This is what I'm saying. Because the children are here a lot, so it's hard for me to have a personal life. Now, this was the question was, how do you feel about the co-parent just having a personal life while trying to have the children?
I mean, I think you can still co-parent and still have a life. It just depends when you're trying to have that private time.
Now, that nigga was going to the bathroom at like 2:00 in the morning though. So that ain't my fault. I know he was gonna wake up and go to the bathroom while I was.
I mean, at the end of the day, that's just like if I'm in my situation, I have a private moment. I mean, you just gotta do what you gotta do to make sure that certain things aren't heard. At the end of the day, I mean, you had to slip up. I had a conversation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
From a woman's perspective,
I can't control that.
Well, she could have.
Parents have been doing the do. Go to a hotel. I feel like
it's my motherfucking
if I'm going to do,
some kids go to a hotel.
I got 2 kids, so if I'm going to do the do, I might go to a hotel or the kids ain't there. Mm-hmm. I don't want my kids. Me personally, as a female, I don't want my kids coming in, hearing me nothing. That's just my perspective. Nothing to do with y'all. That's my perspective. I don't want nobody hearing me. I don't want nobody thinking about it because it affects them. Everything affects them. We have to understand that all affects them.
Well, I need to get them some soundproof padding in their rooms now. But thank you so much, Brandy, for joining us.
Welcome.
Love you, Mama. You've been a wonderful guest here with us.
Thank you.
Crown Queen Beard Care. Please put Brandy more up for her product. It's been a very great conversation with you on co-parenting. I'll see you tomorrow, bro.
See ya. I wish we could have had Steve.
Hold on, what you say? I don't know what you said. What you said?
Kids in like around 8. Okay.
Tonight?
Tonight.
Co-parenting, y'all. right here, live and active.
Communication.
The
See?
video-
Communication. I thought it's coming tomorrow.
Coming home
Shit.
tonight. Yes.
I ain't
love
fucking
that.
nobody, but I thought it's coming. But I
We'll
thought
try
it's coming
another day.
tomorrow.
Yeah, because this will be the perfect day for
it's
you to
tomorrow.
do what you do.
Yeah, but you know what?
You know what I mean?
Kids, so it is what it is.
I'm talking about, like, maybe don't do the dude while the kids is here.
But the thing is, with co-parenting and all that, it's like the kids is in the house and I need to have sex. So, like, the kids is here, so they're gonna hear me have sex. I ain't got no response to that. The kids gonna hear me have sex.
I mean, I don't want to get too, can you
And they
go
gonna
outside
hear
to
it.
the car?
No, fuck that. They're gonna hear this shit. And I can't help what the females gonna do, but they're gonna hear that shit.
Oh
But
my goodness.
let's get into this
co-parenting.
wheel of blessings. I think we had enough people hit us up. We got 10 new respondents.
Keyword was
Yeah.
marriage.
We got them on here. Now the only thing is y'all can't see some of these names, but they really are on here. And when we put it up to the light, y'all can see it. I'm gonna let my lovely, lovely, lovely host here with me spin the wheel. Put some oomph into that shit. I want to hear it go.
I always do.
That's what I'm talking about. Who we got? I didn't write it. My producer did. I need her to tell me the name.
Sadie's Queen.
Sadie's Queen. Sadie's Queen.
Congratulations,
Sadie's Queen. Congratulations,
Sadie.
sis. We will be with you this week to make sure you can pick up your product, your beard oil, and your official meetup mug. We'll make sure you get that this week, sis. So thank you. I think it's a sis. I don't be knowing people's names.
Yeah,
like Sadie sounds
we don't
like.
know. We don't know.
Sadie, is it Mercedes and it's just Sadie's? Now, if I introduce myself and I was like, "What up, sis? My name is Sadie," you'd be like,
Hey, that's your name. Nice to meet you, Sadie's.
I don't like Sadie's as a man's name. I think Sadie's is a woman. I don't know, but we thank you so much for tuning in with
Who am
us.
I to judge? Hi, Sadie's.
We appreciate you, Mama. I wanna
Congratulations,
say.
Sadie's. You
Yes,
got a
congratulations.
meetup mug. You're the first person that got a meetup mug.
And you're going to have either your beard or your boyfriend's beard or someone's beard.
Don't gotta be the woman. Somebody's beard.
Somebody's beard gonna be smelling good. Somebody's beard gonna be smelling good with Crown King Beard Care beard oil. Make sure you guys tune in a few weeks. And we had one thing to wrap up. What do we have, George? I gave you something else. I gave you one other thing.
You did. So the other video that was out the weekend. I know you two just watched it today, but
We just watched this shit today.
The video of Quavo of the Migos and
Oh.
Saweetie. They are no longer a couple, but there was a video that leaked. I know. It does notice how crazy Quavo and Saweetie.
I didn't know how to say Saweetie.
So the video was leaked. There was an altercation of them in 2020, actually, from an apartment complex that she was. renting
Oh, so that's
at
not
the time.
even new. That's old.
No, it's from 2020. They have recently broken up. They broke up in the last couple of weeks. But there was an altercation of them on an elevator. They got into it. So there's quite a bit of, everybody's got their opinions of everything. But the video kind of circulated. The LAPD is looking into the incident. The video somehow leaked from a year ago.
Oh,
I'm not
leaked.
sure.
Okay.
But I was just curious. I know you two watched it. I was curious to know, what did you think of the video?
They wasn't know what I thought.
I'm
They wasn't know what I thought.
I don't know. But,
Because we got a whole story behind what the fuck happened. Now, we don't know what happened because
We
there
don't
was
know
no
what
audio.
happened.
There's
Right.
no audio.
No
right.
audio, and-
That's the big one. No
and
audio.
It's
There's
only
no
a
audio.
90-second clip, and we don't know what happened before they got on
Right.
the
Now,
elevator.
what we saw was
Wait,
like them
knowing
falling
that.
into the elevator and then like him
No.
falling.
What we first saw was she swung on his ass.
Now, all right, she swung.
She full swung on that.
So
ass.
She swung on
point,
him.
bullet point one. She swung on him.
He grabbed her. They kind of like fell into the elevator, and he fell on top of
He
her.
fell on top of her.
Fell on top of
Now,
her.
from that
point
point-
two. He
from-
fell on top of her.
Now, from that point,
From that point on,
what the
she
fuck
didn't
happened?
get up.
sis? What the fuck? You be Saweetie. You want to be Saweetie and I be Quavo. What happened? All right, boom, we fall. All right, we down, right? We down.
Oh my god.
Come on, sis. I need you to get up. Actually, you're not sis because you Saweetie and I'm Quavo. All right, yo, shorty, I need you to get the fuck up.
But
'cause
let's
you playing.
but hold on. Let's keep it in mind. We
But
never
what
saw him
happened?
do that.
This is you couldn't see his face on
You
some of it
couldn't see
either.
his face,
So this
but-
is me and Surreal.
But
This
it
is what-
looks like he never ever. He
This
never
what me and
asked her if she
Surreal-
was okay.
Let
But
us-
we made sure.
no,
We don't have the audio.
we don't
don't
have
have
the
audio.
audio.
We don't have the
Don't have
audio.
audio.
I don't condone for any man hitting a woman.
Men
I
don't hit a woman.
Nothing.
None of any
From-
circumstances.
From
Now, what I saw.
they fell on each other.
They did.
She never got up.
She never.
Now, what about this not get up? Shorty, I need you to get the fuck up because you playing.
Because we don't have the audio. He could have said any of this that
He
we
could've.
didn't see. We could have said,
could've.
"Yo, get up." Yo, like walking around, like get up.
You couldn't see his face. And what was she
What's
probably
another
saying?
point? She could have been she could have been one that always falls down and don't get up. Like we don't know how long they been together.
Listen.
We ain't got Pete on video, but Pete won't chime in.
She probably was being
Chime in,
dramatic.
Pete.
Go ahead,
Pete,
chime
right
in.
here, right in the audio. Chime in.
But y'all are granted. There is no audio. She pointed out two things, but y'all missing the part where he did look up at the camera.
He looked at the camera.
And he chilled. He did.
So
when he saw the camera, he
That's
chilled.
the perfect, but he know that camera's
Oh, like he was about to beat her up.
He just looked at it.
No, I'm saying when he saw the camera, he was like, you know
Let
what?
me tell you what though. What the fuck floor was they on?
See, I
ain't never been on the I ain't never been on the elevator
It's
for a
an
minute and 30
apartment
seconds.
complex in LA, so I'm assuming it was probably a
Like I'm like, shit, we ain't get there yet, nigga.
Here's what I'm gonna say, and this is I agree 100% with all your points. I do agree. It could have been a situation where she was melodramatic. We don't know what happened before they got on the elevator. Here's my issue with it. What was
Sis, you know what she was
concerning
saying.
for me was that this is a woman that you're in a relationship with.
Nope.
I would assume that you care about this woman.
Mhm.
You still make sure she's good and you help her up.
And why do I say nope to that? Because
You
we had
say
a
no to that
discussion.
because-
But why do I say no to
Because
that?
she could have been saying, "Get off me! Don't touch me."
No,
We
it don't
know
got
what
nothing to do with
was
the
going on.
verbals. She could be an overly dramatic
She
person.
could have been.
And bruh's
But
probably like,
again-
look, I ain't even done with this shit right
But
now, bro. Get the
again,
fuck up.
As a man,
Bro, get the fuck up.
as a man, and this is a woman you're in a
But
relationship.
I'm being a man, and I'm telling you, as a man, like if you a woman, you always do this dramatic ass shit.
But again,
it's like,
we
sis,
don't know that.
you need to get the fuck up,
We
yo.
don't know that, so let's
Like you
digress.
fucking playing.
Let's
Like this
digress.
elevator about to stop.
To
You
me,
need to get the fuck
Let's
up.
digress.
to me, he did the right thing. When he
He
looked
did.
up and he saw that camera,
He left her
ain't
alone
touched it.
chill.
But
He
here's
ain't
my
touch
point.
What if he'd have touched her? What if he'd have touched her and she'd have said,
So the flip
Nope,
side to that
nope.
is
That's what they do.
nope, Hands off.
don't say that.
hands off.
The flip side to that is, what if he looked at the camera, knew it was there, and did not continue to pursue?
He
it?
That's
knew
what
that
I'm
camera
saying.
was there. That's what I'm saying. Bro, I knew that camera was
That's what he
there.
chilled when he saw the
We
Bro,
camera.
I knew that camera was there
We
though.
can't speculate on what happened before
Bro, I
they got
knew
on
that
elevator.
camera
I
was
know, I
there.
agree.
I done seen him
We can't
flying in there with
speculate.
the
Listen.
case.
We can't speculate on their relationship outside of that. What they have both come out and said is that there was no abuse in the relationship. So we'll take that.
Yeah, I don't think it was. So that
Here's
just seemed like
what I'm
an
saying, and
angry.
this is
It
the
just seemed like
point.
an angry breakup from
Here's
what I
the
saw.
point. I'm
And it
on.
really looked like they tripped over each other
They
going
did.
into
He
the.
slammed into where they fell. They were fighting. They tussled and they fell.
So
But
the
again,
only thing that makes sense is she was drunk. Because once you go
I don't know about
down,
drunk.
Bruh,
I think
she
she was
was-
just dramatic.
She
But
was being
again,
too
I think
dramatic.
she was
Instead of like,
drunk.
shorty, get the fuck up. I'm not
Here's
doing
the
this shit
point.
with you today.
Let me make this point. This is the point that I've made before. And
I
again,
think
we've
she's
all
drunk.
said it is never okay for a man to put his hands on a woman.
Ever.
At the same time, it is never okay for you to put your hands on your man as a woman. Because
Oh.
I can speak from personal experience.
that too.
And I know for a fact, when I get angry, my mouth is reckless.
Mm-hmm.
And I have said, and again, it would not be okay for a man to put his hands on me. However, I have said things and I have done things with the full knowledge that
Mhm.
this nigga not gonna hit me. So I know I can say it and I know I can do it and get away with it.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody can be here, see selves.
Right.
And when it gets to the point where you feel like you want to put your hands on your significant other, that
Mhm.
person no longer needs to be your significant
Say
other.
what
It's
was
time
that?
to walk away.
Say what was
That
that?
shit is not cute.
True.
It is not attractive. It's
Mhm.
not ghetto love. We're not going to
We're
normalize
not
that in
promoting none of that
2021.
shit. Right. Fuck
It's
that.
time
That's
to
not
walk
what we do.
away because you should never be in a space where the person you love, you feel like you're going to put your hands on.
Damn
And I
right.
think we can leave it at
Yeah,
that.
you get to that
We'll
point,
leave it
it's
at
time to
that.
go.
But
She was
next time, look. Next time he's in that situation,
Listen,
Well, hopefully it ain't no
standing
next
there.
time.
it's
He
not
just
going
with
to
his
be
arms
next time.
folded.
We broke
No,
up.
because the reason I'm saying the man's always gonna get the bad end of the stick. Nigga, stand with your arms folded, don't do nothing. Stand in the corner, look like a demon, look in the corner, just standing like this.
So let's wrap it up.
We don't
Like,
know.
fuck that. No, because I just don't want the man always getting the bad end of the stick, and we don't know the full story behind it.
You're right.
But you know, it is what it is. I don't know too much about
I don't know.
Quavo and Saweetie. Is that how I say it? Saweetie? 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 Saweetie.
Wrap it up, Thomas.
It's
Saweetie.
Saweetie.
There you go. Next time on the meetup.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got a few Spotlight episodes coming to you guys soon. One thing we want to get out there before we wrap up is that the Spotlight is a separate show from the meetup. It is a spinoff from the meetup, but we host a meetup Spotlights where we spotlight special individuals in the community.
You said spotlight and meet up
It's
a lot of times.
Spotlight where we spotlight special individuals in the community.
Absolutely.
So, if you'd like to be a part of our show or our
Hit the
spotlight segments, hit the inbox. Also, if we think you're a great candidate to be on the show, you should be expecting an email from us at the meetupbroadcast@outlook.com. Check your inbox. You should be hearing from us soon. Again, we thank you guys all for tuning in today. Easter Sunday, Resurrection Sunday. To a nigga like me, it's just Sunday. However, we thank you guys for tuning in. We love y'all.
Next
And
time.
Sadie's, what's the last name? Sadie's.
Sadie's. Oh, I can't find Queen.
Sadie's Queen. You'll be hearing from us shortly for the mug and the beard oil, mama.
Sadie's.
And until then, thank you for meeting us today at the meetup. And
Catch
you
us
could have
next
been anywhere
time
else. You could have been anywhere else, but you chose to meet up here with us
at the meetup.
Holla at you
Bye, y'all.
guys.